Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Friday. Let's get going with our writing lesson today then. So, we have now finished our plans. You've got some really highly detailed plans with some great vocab on, so you are ready to start writing your poems today. Let's get going then. Here are some line starters to get you going with your poem then. So, each line of the poem that we looked at previously, it all started the same way, so it follows a set pattern. So it all starts with the smell of, the sound of, the taste of, the sight of, the feeling of. But I've up-leveled that even further and I've added an adjective before each one. So I've got sweet, beautiful, delicious, glorious, warm, okay? And in this blue box I've added a few more really positive adjectives that makes the poem really positive, and these are some really great adjectives in here. So we've got awe-inspiring, delightful, charming, wonderful, magnificent, splendid, marvellous, spectacular, and enchanting, okay? So each line of your poem is going to start in the same format. So we have got the sweet scent of, you might say the sweet aroma of, the sweet smell of, the beautiful sound of, the delicious taste of, the glorious sight of, the warm feeling of. So you can see how it all starts in the same way, and each line is going to start with a capital letter. So I've got my sensory plan here in front of me. You need to keep referring back to your own plan because you've all got such great ideas in there, so you need to make sure you're using them. Right, so the date today is Friday the 8th of January. Your learning objective is to write a poem. You are also going to include a title for your poem, which is Thankful. So underline your title as well. We're all going to start our poem with the same line. Thank you, Mother Earth, for. So all the writing that is in black, you are going to include in your book. The parts in blue are my example. Now this is where you need to be looking at the poem line starters and your plan. So I'm going to show you how I've put the lines of the poem together now. Okay, so I've chosen one of my line starters. So the beautiful sight, I've gone with the marvellous sight. And then I've taken majestic monkeys swinging in the jungle rooftops from my plan. So I've got my line starter, the marvellous sight of, and then I can see majestic monkeys swinging in the jungle rooftops. I've started the line of my poem with a capital letter and I've ended it with a comma. It doesn't matter if you go on to the next line like I have, because when you start the next line of your poem, you're going to start a brand new line, so you're going to set it out like this. I've then chosen something that I can hear. So I've gone with the line starter, the beautiful sound of, and I've taken this off my plan, a sweet chorus of birds tweeting their lullaby at dawn. So the line would be the beautiful sound of a sweet chorus of birds tweeting their lullaby at dawn. So let's read that from the top. Thank you, Mother Earth, for the marvellous sight of majestic monkeys swinging in the jungle rooftops. The beautiful sound of a sweet chorus of birds tweeting their lullaby at dawn. So remember, in your purple books you're going to be writing the parts in black, and the parts in blue are just my example for you to look at. So you have a really clear understanding of how you're going to set it out and how you're going to word it. I've also included the original poem we looked at on the next slide. So if you're not sure how to set it out, you can look at the poem on the next slide as well. So here's the poem that we originally looked at. So in this poem, it's got many lines. It's not just done one thing for sight, one thing for smell, and so on. She has multiple things for smell, multiple things for sight. So maybe you could choose 2 things you can see, 2 things you can hear, and make a 10-line poem that would work really nicely. And also note the very last line of the poem ends with a full stop. Okay? So you can set it out like this in your book. I'm looking for extremely neat handwriting because you've done all the hard work now. You've got your plan in front of you. You've got line starters to use, so you can rewind this video, and keep looking at that to help you. So as ever, if there's any issues at all, please do get in contact with your teacher and we'll be picking up messages straight away and we'll get back to you.